6.1 Polynomials. So a polynomial literally means many terms. So terms are what's separated by a plus or minus sign. We have a degree. Degree of a polynomial is the term with the highest degree. Degree meaning exponent. We have a leading coefficient. In standard form, that's where the highest degree comes first and we count down to the lowest degree. It is the coefficient of the first term. And coefficient, remember, is the number in front of the exponent. So classifying polynomials, we've got by degree and by the number of terms. Okay, so you need to know this chart and know these words. Classify each polynomial after writing in standard form. Identify the leading coefficient, degree, and number of terms. Then name the polynomial. So we need to put it in standard form. There's only one, so it is in standard form. So our standard form is x to the fourth. Okay, identify the leading coefficient, the number in front. So I'm going to call it, I'm just going to be short. LC leading coefficient is 1. Our degree, your highest exponent, well there's only one exponent, is 4. Number of terms. There's only one term, only one piece. There's no plus or minus. So if we come back to our charts, we want to look up degree of 4. Degree of 4 is a quartic, so we're going to write, so the name is a quartic. If I have to look up the terms, number of terms with a 1 is a monomial. So mono means 1, bi means 2, tri means 3. Anything 4 or above, you're going to write polynomial of, so say it's 5 terms. If it's 10 terms, whatever it is. Let's look at this. Standard form. It's still in standard form. There's still no pluses or minuses. So for a squared b, my leading coefficient, my first number, the big number is a 4. So that number is my coefficient. My degree, this is where it's a little bit different. If you have two variables in one term, you take and you have to add. So we need to add our exponents here. So there's a 2 here and there's a 1 here. So if I take and add these two, 2 plus 1 is 3. There's only one term though because there's no plus or minus. So my name, because it's 3 is a cubic, and then a 1 means monomial for terms. C. This is not in standard form. There's multiple terms, so I have to check it. So my biggest exponent is that 3. That 3 goes with that 4, and that's a positive 4. So it's 4x cubed. My next biggest, I'm going to count down. So 3, 2 would be next biggest. So I don't have a squared. So I go to the next one. The next one is just a regular x. My regular x is just that 2. So plus 2x because it's a positive 2. So I've used this one. I've used this one. So now only thing left is that minus 1. So this is my standard form. Okay, so my leading coefficient, my biggest, or the biggest one, the first one is 4. My degree, the biggest exponent is at 3 because we put it first. My number of terms, we have 1, 2, 3 terms. So if we look back at our chart, we have a degree of 3, which is cubic. And number of terms is a tri, so trinomial. D. We need to put it in standard form, find our biggest exponent. Biggest exponent is 5, so it comes first. That's a positive x, so x to the 5th. We did that one. I'm going to look for an x to the 4th. I don't see one, so an x to the 3rd, which is here. That is a positive 7x, so plus 7x cubed. That's that one. Do I have an x squared? No. So do I have a regular x? Yes. That regular x goes with that negative 11. So negative 11x. Don't forget the sign that goes in front of that that 11. Okay, so I've used that. And so now the one without an x is a negative 2. So that's in standard form. Our leading coefficient, the number very in front. There's a 1 right here that we don't see. So it's 1. Our degree biggest exponent is 5 in terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we look back at our list, degree of 5 is a quintic. And we had, sorry, how many terms? 4 terms. So I need to write a polynomial of 4 terms. So quintic polynomial of 4 terms. E. Put it in standard form. Biggest exponent is a 2. That 2 goes with this negative 2. So negative 2x squared. Just a regular x now is here. That's a positive 4. We look in front. Plus 4x. And a regular number is just 2. So our leading coefficient, the number that we just put up front, is negative 2. Degree, as the biggest exponent, the one that's in front now, is 2. And our terms, there's 1, 2, 3 of them. So our name, degree of 2, is quadratic. We just got done talking about quadratics. And terms is a trinomial. So you need to memorize that chart, both charts. Try these 4 on your own.